Alright guys, welcome to another episode of On the Ropes Podcast. Today I'm here with my co-host, my little bro. And today we got a special guest, and when you see this man on the podcast, just know you're going to see a lot of locks and free parlays. We got my boy Victor in the building.
Hey, what's up?
Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about UFC 303, which got a lot of changes in the last 24 hours. So, yeah, what y'all think about the new main event though? Y'all think it's better than the Conor fight?
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's way better. Just because I think the rematch is gonna bring more attention because everyone has been wanting to get it for quite some time, so it's finally time.
I think it's perfect time for Garry because he just came off a win, and I think he had a pretty good chance at beating Pereira, except those leg kicks, man. He got to keep his, he got to change his stance, and he got to put his hands up, man. If he fights like that samurai bullshit again, man, Pereira's gonna find that chin probably early in the second.
Oh yeah, I think this fight is a lot better than the original McGregor fight. Of course, seeing McGregor will be dope, but I mean, it's 2024. McGregor's washed, in my opinion. I think they put Pereira and Garry as probably the best fight to make, and I think those two are the best at light heavyweight. So to see them do it again, I think it's gonna be a great one.
And an up and coming lightweight in the card too, Oberg.
Oh, fact.
If he wins this fight over Anthony Smith, man, it's gonna give him a good shot, maybe even get a title shot, especially with Jamal Hill getting injured. And honestly, I think Jamal Hill doesn't really deserve another title shot after the way he went out with Pereira. But that'd be kind of cool to see Oberg take a dub this weekend, UFC 303, and get a chance at Alex Pereira.
What's the stack meter on this one? Out of 110.
At a 10, I give it a good 8.
I give it a good 8. I feel like this is a good, really good card that will bring a lot of attention. It's gonna be a lot of clips. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of knockouts, and just it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good card.
Hell yeah, I think they stacked it pretty well. I mean, they starting off with Michael Page and Ian Garry to open up the card. Two of the best strikers in the UFC, and I think those guys, whoever wins that, might be seeing a title shot very soon. So that's
I do see MVP winning this one. I'm gonna be honest, just cause he fights. The way he fights is really fast. He's super fast, and he does all those tricks like the elbows, the back elbows.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those are, if he lands one of those, he's dangerous. He's super dangerous and he's super quick. So, and he's barely entering the UFC. So I'm really excited about who's he's gonna fight, what moves they're gonna do with him. So, and I feel like he can be a good pay-per-view later.
I'm on the same page with my boy over here, man. I think MVP has a really good, bright future ahead of him in the UFC. Kind of sucks he came in a little bit late, but I mean, he made it who he is. He's a legend of the MMA game, and I think against Ian Garry, he's gonna really show that it's gonna come down to the wire, man. I think it'll probably go all the way, all 3 rounds. It kind of sucks that it's only a 3-round fight, but Ian Garry's gas tank, man. He gets pretty tired pretty fast, and we know MVP got a long, big gas tank, man. He can fight all of them rounds.
And it's been quite some time since Ian Garry has fought. His last fight got canceled.
Oh yeah, he got sick.
So he can either take that time to train, or he was lacking. We're gonna find out. It's a good test for MVP too.
Yeah, I think MVP's experience is gonna show in this fight. Gary's a great fighter, but I don't think he's had that experience like MVP. And like I said, whoever wins this, I think is gonna be close to getting a title shot.
You think right now, let's say if it happened, you think MVP can beat Leon or not?
Yeah, man, MVP's the way he fights, his striking is top tier, bro. And I feel like his striking's the best in the division, man. I mean, I know he was fighting Bellator and all that, and they say competition's different, but he was destroying those guys, And I feel like he can do the same in the UFC. So yeah, I do think he can win. He can beat Leon Edwards.
That would be a good fight too. I'm gonna be honest. That can be like a co-main event for a pay-per-view too.
Right.
Honestly, we'll all see.
Or even a pay-per-view too. I mean, that could be a main event too.
What if Bilal takes a dub? Isn't Bilal and Leon fighting, right? That's announced.
Yeah, that's next. Yeah. So I see MVP takes both of them.
Honestly, yeah, me too. Well, we'll see. This Ian Garry fight is gonna determine what kind of a fighter and what kind of future MVP has.
Both their futures are on the line right here, man. This is a huge fight.
One of the most underrated fights in the card, just because they're both like kind of going into their superstar era.
Yeah.
So this is gonna define like who they really are in that division.
In my opinion, I thought it should have been the co-main event.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't think Diego deserves this early, especially Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega's a legend in the game. Don't get me wrong, but Dude's fought like 3 fights in the last like 5 years.
Yeah, he just came back after 3 years.
Yeah,
being out there,
man.
yeah.
Obviously, he got a good W submission against Yard. But
I wasn't expecting that fight.
Me neither. I wasn't.
And especially because at the beginning you saw how he fumbled on his ankle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He stepped on it, bro. Ever since then, I was gonna lock the lock on the
Bro almost rolled his ankle, man, in return to the UFC.
And it's crazy because at first he was like, when that happened, I checked the odds plus 600. I was like, damn.
Should have locked it.
They saw the ankle to it. But yeah, I feel like they're really putting Diego Lopez in the fire right now. I think they're trying to build up a star, and I think Brian Ortega's a perfect matchup for him.
That's what I was thinking too.
He's flying to the top at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Now he's going up against Ortega, who might be the #1 contender behind Max Holloway. So
that's what I was thinking too.
fight.
It's the hype behind his name because he's on a 3-4 win streak.
Who?
Diego Lopez.
Yeah, I think he's at 4.
Lopez is killing.
Yeah,
it,
he's ranking super quick.
Yeah.
So we gotta watch out for him. He's a good fighter too. I mean, I'm not saying he's trash. He's actually pretty good, but it's Brian Ortega. That's gonna be a really good one because he has more experience.
Yeah, that experience, man. That's a young guy getting put in the fire, man. So experience versus skill. We'll see who wins, man. Who y'all got though?
I got Diego.
Yeah, Diego.
Yeah.
I gotta take it, man.
Ortega.
I don't want an upset just because I like the legends in the game. I always respect them, but I think Diego Lopez is a perfect matchup for Ortega. Ortega has an amazing ground game, as you know, one of the best Brazilian jiu-jitsu in the all of featherweight history, and he has the second most finishes in featherweight history. And I think he gets another one in the UFC 303.
This is a good one too.
I say this is whoever wins this fight gets the first in line to face the winner of Max and Tupper.
That better happen though.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That
sure it will.
doesn't happen,
Those are the
man.
only two guys that's supposed to fight for that belt, so
That's
it
all
has
I
to happen.
see. I would love to watch that fight, man.
Yeah, that division is getting stacked. It's getting stacked. A lot of good fighters. All right, now we got Orberg versus Anthony Smith, a new fight that was announced in the last fight because Jamal Hill pulled out with an injury and Alex Smith came in, which is crazy, bro. Hill, I felt like he just got scared that Pereira's on the card with him now.
What's up with the injuries, bro? Like,
Yeah,
I don't get it. There's no way they're injured.
I don't think Conor was
There's no way.
Y'all think Conor was injured?
Bro. What do you think?
I think so I feel like the Conor Chandler thing was a money thing. Because honestly, let's be honest, Conor doesn't need to fight no more. He can retire. He's straight. But I feel like he wasn't ready. Conor wasn't ready, and Chandler looked focused. Like there was clips of him training. He looked pretty good. I'm not gonna cap that.
But shit, he's been training for this fight for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, he's
So
been
I
ready.
know he's put in the wall right now.
Yeah, man. He got to be the biggest bag fumble ever, man.
Yeah, it sucks for him to wait that long, but I think Mike Chandler has been set, man. I think this was kind of more of a weight off his shoulders for both of them, both fighters. We know Mike Chandler hasn't really had the best history these past 5 years, He hasn't fought since 2022, I think, against Dustin Poirier. He got rear naked choked in the 3rd round. And then before that, he lost to
Gaethje.
There you go, to Gaethje. And then he got a win over fucking Tony Ferguson. But then before that, he lost to Oliveira for the title shot. So it's kind of been downhill, since then. But I'm kind of it just sucks to not be able to see Conor McGregor step back in the octagon.
I'm actually looking forward to watching this fight.
Of course,
just
man.
Because, I mean, it's been a while
It's Conor
since-
McGregor.
3 years. It's been like 3 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think this was the last chance we could have seen him because there's no way he's fighting this year. I don't see it.
Yeah, no
You never know though, man.
Yeah.
McGregor's his own fucking boss, man.
I'll be honest. Dana has been putting some good cards this year.
Dana's a guy.
Under pressure too.
He's been
That's
cooking.
crazy. Like he this year has been good for UFC. I'm gonna be honest. It's been good for pay-per-views too. And I mean, UFC's on top right now out of combat sports. I'm gonna be honest.
UFC's they're on fire right now.
UFC is
Especially
on
after
fire.
300. I feel like 300 showed us that UFC got it down, bro.
You
UFC
know
got
what's
the pay-per-view
crazy?
shit down.
They're doing the same thing now with the fight tomorrow. I mean,
The stack
the
cards.
Tank
yeah.
and Benavidez fight, like they're I know they're looking at UFC like, damn, we gotta put some good fighters underneath the main event.
Exactly.
So-
man. It's good to see, man, because that's how you catch the viewers, man. No one wants to watch one main fight, man. Everyone
Yeah.
wants to watch the fights before, get hyped for the main fight. But we'll see what goes down. UFC 303, man. If you got any prop bets, live bets, who's the lock of the night? Who you got, Victor? Who's your lock?
I say Diego Lopez. I'm gonna parlay a 2-man. Diego Lopez and MVP. And I know they're gonna be good odds too. So y'all gotta watch out for that one.
Who you got, bro?
Man, I got Alex Pereira by knockout, and I'll probably pair that one. I'll probably just stay with that one. Say prop bet, Alex Pereira by knockout. Check on the odds on that.
I'm the underdog, man. I got Anthony Smith and Brian Ortega taking these fights.
That's gonna be good odds right there.
There's a lot of crazy bets, especially on Bovada. Bovada is killing it with the sports bets too. I mean, they've been going off with the special props, so there's some really good special props on there.
Shout out Bovada.
Yeah, shout out Bovada. Y'all need to bet on Bovada.
Use Bovada. Use the code.
Use the code.
I already know.
Any free unbanned Ralph, man. On Bovada, man.
Also, if y'all need some free fights, follow the TikTok, the description.
Facts. Live streaming the fights. We live streaming every pay-per-view.
So y'all make sure to tune in on that.
Yes, sir. That's how we get down, man. UFC 303. Y'all be ready, man. Y'all get y'all popcorn ready, man. Get the watch party ready. All that, man. It's gonna be some good fights.
I already know. How y'all think the main event ends, though?
Ooh.
Alex Pereira, Alex and Jury, bro. There's only one way
Me,
that
second
fight
round
ends.
knockout. Jury's, if he comes like he did last time with his hands down low and his legs wide, that's not how you fight a kickboxer, man. That's your chin's right there, your feet are right there to be kicked. It's not a good matchup for Jury, and unless he changes up his style. But I got Pereira second round.
For sure, someone's gonna get left. There's no way they're gonna last.
That's the safest bet.
Yeah, not for it not to go to distance, because I don't see it going to distance. 5 rounds, there's no way.
No way.
I think this is the only fight that won't go the distance, in my opinion. I think MVP Gary's gonna be a hug fest. It's gonna be boring.
I hope not.
I feel like it's gonna be a striking fest.
I don't know, man. I don't. Maybe MVP.
The last fight, he wasn't really hugging.
Yeah, Holland. Remember, he was going off on
He was
Holland.
going on. If anything, Holland was trying to grab him.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, I don't see MVP hugging anyone. So I think he's gonna go for the knockout.
I think the Ortega fight is gonna be kind of an upset. We'll see. Hopefully there's no upsets, man. Just these cards, nothing but bangers. Shout out Dana.
Yeah, Dana really cooked on 303. 303 was like about to go down
Under
to
pressure,
shit.
too.
Yeah, like 303 was almost
This is a
nothing.
crazy card.
I was on Instagram yesterday, like around 9 something, man, and I was just scrolling, and I don't know where Dana posted the UFC 303, Alex
It's so out of
Pereira.
nowhere too. Like it's
Yeah.
unexpected. I'm like,
You know, Dana was pissed of making that video.
Yeah.
Connor
yeah,
Connor
he
canceled
was.
the fight.
I wonder how he gets the fighters to do it too.
Do what?
Fight last minute.
Man, those guys are animals, man. That's not even money, man.
They're mostly trained. They're already training.
Alex Pereira and Jury, man.
I saw an Instagram post. He said Pereira about like how he's the best one because he does it for a living. How he fights under pressure and stuff like that. Like he'll fight last minute, and I mean that's respect for him for taking the fight too.
The words, man. Like he said, every day they're training, man. This is their job, man. This is not Sean O'Malley, no distance, but these guys train and bleed and breathe this shit, man. Like they don't got time to go party with the nut boys and shit like that, man. They strict on their craft, man. That's how it is.
Facts, man. I feel like Alex Pereira has become one of the best UFC fighters of all time, especially saving the shows, man. I mean, he saved the John Jones Stipe fight in November. He saved UFC 300 from going to shits, and now he saved UFC 303, the Conor McGregor return. So I think Pereira's becoming a star, man. I feel like he's one of the biggest stars.
I feel like he's gonna be like the next John Jones. He's
Pereira,
just unstoppable.
yeah.
He's unstoppable,
He's
man. No one can
unstoppable.
literally stop him. And if he keeps going and going and going and beating everyone, there's nothing really you can say about him.
I can't wait for what he does next, man. We already hinted he wants to go up in weight, heavyweight, you know. But
Oh, that's
hopefully
a fun
this
division.
post fight, he says that he's with it, man. Because this UFC 300 wasn't that long ago, man.
Yeah, it goes by
That was
fast.
2 months ago, man. And 2 months ago, he was already thinking about going up in heavyweight. So who knows? End of the year, man, we might see Pereira against Tom Aspinall.
Facts.
And that would be a really good test for him for that weight division too.
That's honestly, yeah. If Pereira comes out there, man, swinging, knocks out
Oh,
wherever he
man.
plays in heavyweight, man, heavyweights, you gotta watch out.
Trouble. Pereira, I feel like best striker in the game. His hands are the best. The speed, the power is crazy. And he got the best hands in the game. But do you think John Jones fights Tom or Alex Pereira after Stipe, or you think he retires?
Nah, he has to fight. If Pereira is beating everyone, there's no way. There's gonna fight. John Jones and Pereira.
Pereira.
Yeah, I see it like in the next 2 years they're gonna fight.
To be honest, I don't see Jones fighting Stipe, man. I don't see that fight happening. They're both. I just think they're too. I don't know. I don't see both of them happening. But if anything, I'd see Jones and Aspinall. That one's been cooking, you know. We already all know the little meat they had, you know. But I think Pereira and Jones just doesn't sound right, man. I don't think it would be the show that people are expecting. I think Jones goes out there and just dominates him on the ground.
That's true. And that's another
Yeah,
thing with
all
Pereira.
I see.
Pereira's only missing is the wrestling. He hasn't really fought a wrestler either to test that out. The guy that tested out was that Russian dude.
Dude, yes.
What's his name?
I don't know his name, man.
Something
I
with an
forgot.
A. But he's really the guy Pereira's supposed to fight. But I'm pretty sure they offered him the fight, and he said he ain't going to fight for the championship on a 2-week notice. But I feel like he's the one that's next after this Jerry rematch. I think he should have been the #1 contender, but I feel like he probably just didn't want to take the fight on such short notice, and Jerry was with it, so he got the fight.
It's Blacko Wish. That's some shit like that.
Something with an A, right?
Yeah, this dude right here.
That man is the only man that gives Alex Pereira problems in the light heavyweight.
I think he
division.
fucked it.
And you think Jamal Hill gets a rematch? Have y'all seen him talking crazy?
Jamal Hill, man, he went like this, then like this, man. He had his shot at 300, man. That was the only shot he's ever gonna get, man, and he fucking blew it, man. He let his guard down, and that's all you need against Pereira, man. You just gotta have your guard up, man, at all times.
You see it on Instagram? He's complaining and making excuses and shit.
Yeah, he always does.
Bro, it pisses me off because he's over here posting, I'll give 20 bands to whoever wants to spar with me. Bro.
Hey, someone commented there like, I guess he got hurt during those 20K sparring sessions.
Yeah, like this. Why are you posting stuff like that? Like
The trolls are getting to him, man. The trolls are getting
He's
to
not a
him.
real champion.
like
man.
bro, go train.
Champions don't care about social media, bro. You think Pereira's out here posting on Instagram, hey, 20K spars? It's different people, man. Different levels to this stuff.
Will y'all take a 20K spar?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm beating his ass. I'm putting him on the ground.
I probably Alex Pereira his ass too. And with the left hook.
Hey, but let's switch up the topic on Pereira. What do you think if he works on his grappling? Where is he going? If he has good grappling, good
I feel like if he wants to move up to heavyweight, he's gonna have to work on his grappling first.
He's gonna have to.
Have to. Striking's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a 2-time kickboxing champion and all that. His hands are good, but the ground game needs to be worked on. Like I said, he hasn't really been tested on the ground yet, so he needs to learn. He needs to learn that, especially if he's going to try to go up to heavyweight,
I
man.
feel team is not telling like you gotta be aware like there's no more striking in this division. There's some guys that can grapple, so you can't do that. We can actually lose.
Yeah, or like when he fought John. Like John was a perfect example of when he fought
on
his
his
first
back.
wrestler.
Almost all around.
Yeah, that was during the Earl Spence fight.
There we go.
That's why
it.
you were watching on the phone. We were watching Earl Spence.
Earl Spence, man. Shambles, dude.
Shambles, bro.
Wait, he's on this card? Tomorrow?
No, his fighter is.
Oh, okay.
He's the promoter of Frank Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank Martin's his guy?
Yeah, Frank Martin
Well,
signed
pop
him.
the clip of him of Tank saying he's just there for a check.
Yeah.
Pop up the clip. That's a
He's
funny
just
ass
there.
clip.
Facts. Hey, the funny is the backstory. What he meant by that. He said that he don't like him. He's just there for the check. Because I don't know if y'all know, but y'all know Frank Martin's trainer, Derrick James, used to be the trainer of Earl Spence. But after the Crawford fight, supposedly Spence didn't pay Derrick James his cut. So Derrick James is suing Earl Spence.
No.
So right now they got a lawsuit on each other, and they're sitting right next to each other, basically.
What?
On a press conference. The shit was funny.
That's what's crazy what money can do to people, man. Like, that's embarrassing, man. You know, as a man, like, how you gonna sit next to someone that you're suing, bro? Like, oh well, he didn't pay, man. Just wait. He might have been a little mistaken, a little mismatch here and there, but.
Hey, but the way Earl Spence got his ass beat, Derrick James don't deserve no goddamn money. Cause he was getting his ass beat, and they didn't change the.
That's on Earl Spence.
Oh yeah,
Come on, he went in there high, man. But you can't tell me he didn't go in there high.
He was high
Against Crawford, man. He was higher than a kite, man.
His eyes were puffed up like a
He
motherfucker.
wasn't ready. He looked scared, man. And whatever. I went here for boxing, man. On the
Yeah,
He was
that's a whole different
305.
topic.
303, man. Get y'all's predictions, man. Call the card right now.
Call the card right now. We're gonna pop it up. First fight of the night, we got MVP versus Ian Garry. I got MVP. Second fight is the girls' fight.
I got Bruno, the girl. The
Bruno
Brazilian.
Silva, yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, Bruno Silva is the lock of the night.
Oberg or Anthony Smith?
I got over.
You got Oberg?
Yeah.
I got Anthony Smith, man, just because of his ground game, man. His ground game is insane, and you know Oberg is just a striker, man. So if he gets caught, man, and they go to the ground, Anthony Smith has a good chance of taking this.
But I got over just because of the Anthony Smith coming in on 2-week notice. He could be training, like I said, but I think Over builds his hype up and gets the dub done. And
2 weeks ain't enough either.
No,
2
of course
weeks,
not.
There's no way.
It's impossible,
It
but
has to be at least a month. Baby.
Anthony Smith is the perfect guy.
So if he does
to
pull
do
this
that.
off, props to him.
OG in the
But I
game.
really don't think so.
OG in the game, even an analyst now. So hopefully he gets dub.
And then we got Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez.
Co-main event.
It's actually a pretty good comment if you think about it.
I like it, man. This whole card is. I would probably switch the girls to the beginning, and then Ortega, and then MVP,
Yeah.
and then the main.
Yeah.
But hey, who cares, man? Dana knows what he's doing, man. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna watch that fight. Everyone's gonna watch the whole main card, and I hope everyone is staying tuned for that.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those pay-per-views where you start from the beginning of the card to the main event,
That you
man.
have to spend on that Ian Gary MVP fight. That's like the really. I feel like that's the fight of the card. I'm gonna be honest
Me
with you.
too. I'm hyped for that one, man.
Yeah, that one I'm more
Y'all can't miss that one at all. Y'all can't miss that one just because they're both superstars, upcoming superstars, and they're fighting.
What do y'all think about this,
Very
Terry?
nice.
What do you think about this? Imagine, let's throw Robert Whitaker into the 303 and put Ian Gary and MVP on their own fight night in Saudi Arabia. That would have been crazy.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been better.
That would've been better. All right, guys. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for today's episode for UFC 303. Before y'all click out the video, though, y'all go click the link in the bio. Go cop an Alex Torres shirt. More UFC t-shirts on the way. We got jerseys online as well, so y'all make sure to go shop. Click the link in the bio. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that. Catch you on the next one. We out of here.